So I'd like to say something about why I lost my faith in science. Working in science for 10 years, part of what I did was read science journals because there was a interlaboratory mail system that all the science journals were sent around to everybody, and you'd look through it, read what you want, put it back in the envelope, send it to the next person on the list, that kind of thing. Well, over a period of years of reading science journals, I started noticing that things that used to be considered safe became on the carcinogenic list. So that was the first indication that science couldn't be trusted. And then I started reading about the pollution of the aquifers in this country. And that's when I realized I better really pay attention to the drinking water that I'm drinking. And I'm in my early 20s when this is going on, So we had distilled water on tap in the lab, and I started drinking the distilled water, and it tasted amazingly pure. I mean, not like it had a flavor. It wasn't like totally flavorless water, but it was like, I don't know, sort of like a soothing, it didn't have a bite to it, like water usually does. And you don't really notice what water tastes like until, you taste a lot of different waters. But the fluoride, we found out over time how the fluoride, blocks your pineal gland, calcifies your third eye, so that, it cuts off your intuition from the creator source. And since I always had tuition, I was, it's something I thought everybody had, until, you find out they don't have it. So, so I've always been, I always had a water distiller. And then, all that stuff about water, distilled water leaching the minerals out of your system, there may be some truth to that, but the whole time that I was drinking the distilled water, I took a lot of vitamins and minerals. I just always got into that. And then I was watching, I think it was Coast to Coast. Well, that would have been a listening thing. But George Norrie had this guy on who was talking about vitalizing water to restructure it and put the minerals back in it. So, I went down that rabbit hole research, and I found out that, yes, indeed, that was a very beneficial thing to do. And the restructuring of the water, which I found out, is that it actually formed the water into a six-sided structure, which is the easiest way for your system to absorb it. And that's the water structure actually is created in babbling brooks, water that goes through natural aeration, stuff like that. So this vitalizer, it was $400, but I was still spending Dad's money at the time. And so my motto was, anything that makes you healthier is worth spending money on. So I went ahead and got it, and the mineral baskets are $80. They have to be changed about maybe twice a year, depending on how much water. I mean, just me, I just, change it twice a year. And you can tell when it goes bad. Anyway, that's it. I'm up to 5 minutes.